that and listen to Peace on the Streets.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the Sound.
And your girl, Mimi.
What it do, Mimi?
Hey!
How you doing, girl?
I'm great. I'm happy. I'm healthy.
We 6 feet.
We are.
We're about 6 feet, right?
We're actually have a big glass that's separating us because we're in different studios. Yeah.
Right. This is great. I mean, with all this Corona going on.
Isn't that something? It's just something we've never seen before. My generation, your generation.
Correct.
It's been our grandparents' generation,
right,
where they were going through polio, hay fever. By the way, I've actually told my family, they didn't even know this, my siblings. My grandmother went through the whole polio experience where her mom passed away from polio.
Okay.
And this was like before the 30s. And she ended up getting polio from her mom.
Right.
And became paralyzed until she was 4 years old, where she got it at 1.
What?
She ended up being able to walk on her own after 4 years old, just miraculously.
Wow.
And survived.
Wow, thank God.
So that's a testimony right there that this virus, the new viruses that we can identify as of yet, it's serious. It really can get you.
But it did say, ain't nothing new up under the sun. So what that means is that you have to treat this just like you do pneumonia. Wash your hands. When you sick, Mimi, what your people always say? If you have the flu or you have the pneumonia, lay in bed. Don't nobody go in there where she's at.
Don't go home, yeah. But let me just say, it's society. It's. I'm just gonna say, it's the work environment that makes us have to go to work.
Right.
They will threaten you. They will tell you lose your job. They will take away everything. They'll take away your vacation, or like for instance, my last employer, which I'm not gonna say, they have taken away all of their sickness vacation because of this.
They're sick days.
So they haven't even said just forget it. Like they're taking everything from you, and and that's the hardships where everybody has to go through in order to work. For me, I used to get threatened. If you don't show up, you could lose your job.
Yeah.
And if you go to work and you're sick and you leave, you could lose your job. If your kids are sick and you're not going to work, you can lose your job. That's what society is, at least here in the United States.
Yeah.
Where now it's 2 parents that need to work, not
definitely.
1.
Everybody needs to have a job.
And we grew up with 1 that could work, where you were being homegrown, like you have that home that's teaching you and raising you, and you're learning the foundations and fundamentals.
Everything is so expensive now.
That's what it is.
Everything is so expensive that it takes two incomes to run a house nowadays. Back in the days, a lot of women stayed at home. Their job is to help raise the kids. But nowadays, I mean, everything is so expensive. You look at a car note payment now. You look at these new cars; they're starting at $40,000-$50,000.
I can honestly say, though, other countries, they cater to families.
Yeah.
They have maternity leaves for husband and wives.
Well, United States is all about their dollar.
And that's the problem, and that's why we're in a lot of the situations that we are now. Is family is everything, and you wonder why everything's so corrupted. The children are losing their minds a little bit. The family. We need to have family oriented.
Right.
Keep the families together. Have our parents stay home and raise them.
Yeah. Easy said than done.
It is.
So tonight we got Nurse V on.
Yes.
Yeah, we got Nurse V. She's going to keep us updated on what's going on with the coronavirus.
And she works for the county, so she's giving us some really serious, informative information to help us out.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
I love that. And you guys, make sure, keep your hands out your face.
That's it.
I mean, keep your, and I
easy
just
said
realized,
and done too, right guys?
I just realized how much your hand touch. My hand touch a lot throughout the day. And guess where it goes? Right in my face.
Yes.
So I'm learning that. So out of the virus, it is teaching me, hey, to keep my dirty hands out of my face. And then we do have a special guest in here today.
Whoa, Alexis.
What's up,
Alexis?
Alexis?
She's here.
Hey, everyone.
Alexis is permanent. She's here. She's sports broadcasting. And there's things that are not going on in sports, but there is. There's still stuff that is still, going through in the sports world, like even though it's not as active.
Brady wound up going to Tampa Bay.
I can't believe it. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go to Tampa and I'm going to watch Brady. I would love to see him before he retires.
Yeah.
So I would love to go out there. Can't wait.
I'm telling you. So a lot of Bucks fans, a lot of people that's Bucks fans now, because of Tom Brady. So, you know.
Ezekiel Elliott just got traded, I think, for a first-round pick as well.
Who?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Did he?
Really?
Yeah.
Ezekiel got traded?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Oh, no.
Shut your mouth.
Dallas is over.
Oh, really? Dallas always have a problem with paying certain people.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Dallas don't want to pay them.
We've never been the same since Troy Aikman.
Yeah. Romo, I mean, you know.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of disappointments I had with him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, though. God bless you.
Right. And what else we got going on? We have Jennifer Young. There are updates at 9:30.
Yes.
She'll be on from 9:30 to 9:35.
She's going to give us great insight what's going on in our community. There's
Yes.
still things going on, but not together.
Right. And we have Neo. He'll be coming on at 9:45 to 9:50, letting us know what's going on in the world today. You know, hey, it's always good to have different people, different perspectives.
Absolutely. And that's in regards to voting, which is very necessary because a lot of things we don't know about.
You guys need to go vote.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
It's important who we put in. But you know what? A lot of times we don't understand it. We have to hold people accountable. You just can't get my vote anymore just because you look like this or whatever. You need to let me know what are your plans. And see, that's what we fail at. We don't make people have an agenda. You need to have if you want my vote, you need to have an agenda. What you gonna do for me for my vote? You just don't get my vote? No. People have died and got killed for me to be able to have the rights to vote. Women, y'all know the hell y'all went through?
Yes.
To be able to vote. It wasn't easy for women to vote.
I can't imagine.
Oh man, because women was less than.
I don't think I would have survived then because
You know,
I just.
So I'm just saying. So make sure your vote count, but make sure you have an agenda. You just don't vote because of what they bumping lips is saying.
Right.
Show me what you're gonna do.
Do your research and look into it.
Yes.
And I voted. I'm very proud of my vote.
Hey.
And I plead the fifth of who I voted.
That's right.
But it was in and out.
Okay.
It was just the presidency ballot. I was in and out.
Nice. Miss International World. She'll be coming on at 10:15.
Yes. There's updates, and the 100 Successful Women in Business has been postponed till September. So we're still invited.
Everything is still moving, y'all. That's a beautiful thing. And Reshell Smith, that's our transition money coach. She's gonna keep us from being afraid of what we should be doing with our money. So she'll be coming on around 10. What is that, at 10:30?
And that's really important, just as much as Nurse V, because she's going to tell us, don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about your stock or if you need to invest, or don't worry about the financial institution. She's going to explain more about this, which is very necessary. We need to understand this.
Right. So you guys keep it locked right here to Peace on the Street. Mimi, we got to get a couple of love songs in.
Let's do
And
it.
we'll be right back with you guys with Nurse V right here on Peace on the Street radio show. Let's do it, girl. So you guys, I hope you all are staying safe and staying away from people. They said they put a lockdown on people that's coming from New York, that's coming to Florida. Because they saying with New York, a lot of people has it already. So what they saying is, hey, you guys stay away just a little bit. And if you do come here, you're going to get quarantined. You know?
Yeah, you will. Absolutely.
And I think that's a good thing.
It only makes sense to protect others. But how can you travel in a time like this?
Right.
I just don't understand. I just don't get the reasoning of it. What are you thinking?
Right.
The worst place is the airport and cruise lines right now.
But they saying with New York, a lot of people had it, so they start booking up flights here, and the governor shut it down.
You did, and we're grateful for that.
good.
Yes,
Yeah, man,
it was
I'm
necessary.
saying.
But I think they should have done in every state. No, that no one can go to New York or New York can come out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So,
God bless their souls. I saw on the news the line out the door for the ER. Did you see that?
I saw the one for the liquor store.
There's one there too.
What you
There's a
say?
line out for
What you say?
Really?
Yes. I mean 4 blocks long.
That's how long it is for the ER. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. I put my hand over my mouth when I saw that on the news. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, okay.
It was down the road just for testing in the ER.
Yeah.
It's so far down the road. They're going to be there all night.
Yeah, it's scary, you guys. So you guys have to stay away from each other, and I mean, just saying it, it's just a virus, and all of us probably wind up having it. But what happens is it's a virus, and a lot of our system is not immune to it. So that's why people are catching it. Soon as our system gets strong enough to handle it, we'll be okay. It's just like pneumonia or the flu. But you gotta stay. If you're sick, stay at home. Should no one have to tell you if you have the flu or pneumonia to stay at home.
I know. And you know what? Miss V Nurse V just sent me a message.
Okay.
She's going to call in and she's going to give us information in regards to that.
All right. You guys keep it locked right here, the Peace on the Street radio show. I am your host, Prince of the Sun.
With your girl, Mimi, and
Lexi.
And we got a Neo in the building.
I'm telling you.
We miss you, Peace on the Streets team.
Yes, we do. We miss our squad, but hey, you guys, we're trying to keep everybody safe, even at the station.
That's right.
We're trying to stay safe.
We're social distancing
just
here.
In case.
Yep.
You guys, you know what I'm saying? So stay at home. If you do not have a reason to be out and about in the stores or whatever, don't just hang out just for the hell of it. Stay your butt at home.
Yeah.
That's all. We're just trying to be safe, you guys, because no one wants it because, guess what? People get knocked off. People are dying. And so we got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
Deadbeat fathers that show up 25 years later talking about NBA player, his son, tell my son I said, hey, ain't nobody seen him in 20 years.
Wow.
So we got a lot to talk about, you guys. Right here on Peace on the Streets radio show with your boy Prince of the South. And we will be getting back with Nurse V. Right, Mimi?
Oh, absolutely.
Keep it locked, y'all. Nurse V, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
How are you today on this effective day?
That's it. Effective for real. Yeah. Nurse V, thank you for being with us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a blessing to be here and still breathing and still alive.
Tell us about how you feel about what's going on in the world today for us with this virus. Are we overreacting? What's the seriousness of this, Mama?
Okay. You're not over. No, this is serious. Everyone needs to stay home. They need to listen to the guidelines. They need to listen to the mayor of Orange County. They need to listen to the president, the governor of Florida. This is serious. It's no joke.
Okay.
It can happen. Honestly, it can happen at any age now. They really don't know anymore because we're hearing that 17-year-old died in California. He was very healthy. And now we're hearing different cases. We even heard today on the news that 2 infants got this virus.
Oh, wow.
2 infants. So right now we have 2,000 in Florida. They're positive.
Whoa.
We have 89 cases in Central Florida right now in Orange County.
I never knew
89, and it's still growing because not everybody's tested.
Right, but Mama, ain't that still a low number? Because in the state of Florida, we have over 27 million people.
In the state of Florida?
But
yeah.
I'm talking about Orange County alone.
Orange County
alone, Central
Prince?
Florida.
How many people do in Orange
Florida,
County?
No, Central Florida, 89 cases.
Okay.
Only in Orange County, 23 deaths in Florida.
Got it.
Okay.
And that's it for now. But it's still growing. Every day is going on because remember, we don't have all these tests in. We have some of them that we have to use to find out if they have it or not. So not everybody's being tested. So as this goes along and we're getting more tests, it's going to grow.
Correct. And
so
just because you sneeze don't mean you have it, though.
Yeah, a sneeze.
People are taking it way out of context.
A sneeze, they run.
Sneeze, shit, sugar. Wait a minute. Hold on now. You cough. I'm holding it.
It's about the cough. They said if it's a dry cough, that's it right there.
What's dry?
Nothing that's nothing that you hear like mucus. If you don't hear music, just a regular dry cough. Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, and Nurse V, I watched the movie called Contagion. I don't know if I should be telling you guys this because you might lose your minds, but it's realistic. It's what we're going through right now.
Okay,
and it is about a dry cough, just a dry, just
just so nasty and dry.
Just that's
hurt
it.
your throat.
Now, Nurse V, you're a certified medical assistant by the county, and of course, you know the importance of corona details. Can you please give us any details that the county has provided to you that can assist the community?
What we're providing is we're very cautious about people who we see. People have to be scheduled to see the appointments now. This is not only the county. This is going through every doctor's office. Instead of having walk-in, they're being scheduled to see the doctor. And then we screen the phone calls. Have you been overseas? Have you been to New York? You know, certain questions you have to question them about it. Of course, some of them I just come in and say, no, until they come in, oh, I'm coughing, I have a fever, you know, the whole caboodle. But we have to wear our masks and our gloves to see any patients now, because we don't know who's bringing it in or who they were around. We don't know anything anymore. All of us can have it right now. We don't even know because we're not being tested. But we don't have we're not going through the same situation like other people are. That's why they get tested, because they're getting sick. But anyone could be having this at this moment. We don't know. That's how bad it is.
So what is the protocol within nursing? If someone calls you and wants to come in, what do you guys do in order to protect yourselves? And how?
We have to use our gloves and masks. But keep in mind, we don't have enough masks. They're trying to get masks. They're trying to get everything for the supplies they need for the hospitals and and everywhere else they need it. But we're still short. It's still short. No matter which way you look at it, it's still short.
How
so we
scary
have
is that?
to use our masks over and over and over. We have to keep our masks because there's not enough.
Over and over?
Everything is back order. Everything is back order.
That's the problem. Reusing them spreads it. And what they released in China, that there are doctors that sleep in their gear, like in their mask and in their gloves, because they have nothing left. They can't. They don't have any more. So they're sleeping in the chairs like this to keep it on.
Oh, God bless them.
God bless them. Exactly right. It's so scary.
The doctors have to put it away in a biohazard small bag, and they have to put it in their purse or somewhere safe, because there's no guarantee when they come back it will still be there. So they have to bring it home sometimes. They have to put it in their bag because there's no guarantee it'll be there. And you need a mask to protect you more than anything besides gloves. The wearing the cover shields and all that, it's when, you go into a positive person to do a testing, definitely you have to be covered. You have to be covered.
Okay, Mama, we got to wrap this party up. I hate to say it, but give us something, Mama, that can stick with us. What do we need to be doing right now? We kind of coming in contact with different people. What is your suggestion, Mom?
Where can people go? Can they go to the county? She said they have to make an appointment first. They do not take walk-ins now.
Any doctor's appointment, they have to be scheduled in. They don't just walk in anymore. The doctors are taking it serious. The clinics are. The hospitals aren't even doing it. You cannot go and visit in a hospital.
Wow, you can even walk in on the hospital?
They have to do this because it's getting out of hand. Yeah. And there's a lot of cases inside the hospital. They just suspect they have it, but they can't say they have it yet until they do the test.
Well, with me, I don't trust the hospitals no way. I mean, up to a certain extent, because I come from a family of nurses, and sometimes they say your butt can go to the hospital and then you can leave, because everybody's not got the love for the hospital like Nurse V. Some people are in there just for a paycheck, and sometimes you can go to the hospital, your butt might not even come back out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why all the diseases at. They're in prison.
That's why I feel like I'm walking to a hornet's nest. Like if I'm sick right now, I'm like any little thing, I'm not even hitting the hospital.
Yeah.
Because it's a hornet's nest. You're walking right into it. And apparently they have a floor or 2 or 3 that are set up for coronavirus.
Right. And quarantine, it only means is that, hey, when people come over here, it's just that they testing you for it. And then isolation, it means that, hey, we keeping you away from people that's effective. Like you and I, we're not effective. If they're going to isolate us from the people that's effective. And quarantine, that's why a lot of times people get scared saying about isolation. Isolation only means that, hey, if you have it, I'm going to keep you away
it's
from
temporary,
over here.
yeah, it's just you. Real quick, Nurse V, you don't have testing? You guys cannot test yourselves?
We don't have it yet.
They don't even
Remember,
have it.
everything is back
for the county.
So many people need it. still.
Okay.
So we don't have it yet. In the future, yes. But at this moment, no. The hospital needs it more than anything else.
So we're going to stay in touch with Nurse V. She's going to keep us up to date and let us know if the testings are out, if we're able to get them, and where every week.
They're still coming with more tests. But people have to take this serious. I have known people in my own family. I just got confirmed that a relative of mine's cousin passed away from this in Orlando, Florida. Huh. And he was one of those Uber drivers, taxi driver.
He was an Uber driver?
Yeah.
Wow, in Orlando.
And then I just got confirmed just now that one of her doctors in South Florida passed away from this, a young doctor.
Wow. Cause I know a lot of nowadays they saying at the strip club, mama, if you ain't got $200-300, you can't come in. They saying you can't come in.
Do they even have those open? They don't even have them open right now.
I'm just they boots. They got
that as well.
They saying if you ain't got $200-300, they're not letting you in, man. You ain't gonna be able to come up there and buy a beer and sit there and watch the girls.
It takes about that.
Yeah, you gonna. I'm just saying. But anyway, it's so good to talk to you, Nurse V.
Yes, we appreciate you.
I feel better already.
I do actually. I'm very grateful for the information, Nurse V. We'll bring you back on next Wednesday because we're here to inform our community and provide some entertainment as well.
That's right. Then the strippers just Nurse V got stuff for y'all later. Thanks, Nurse V.
Thank you, Nurse V.
We love you, girl.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your services, Nurse V.
We have Jen Young on with Success.
IBA Success magazine. Yes.
How you doing, Jen?
I'm good. How are you all doing tonight?
Hey, Jennifer Young.
Thank you for being a part of Peace on the Streets radio show, girl.
Yes. I'm excited to be on the show with you all this evening, just catching up. So how's everything going?
Well, everybody's
in the coronavirus. Is it just me that is at home?
I'm still out and about, but I'm being careful because of my job. I'm still doing landscaping and things like that. But I'm being careful about the people that I meet, and I'm washing my hands more than I ever have in my
entire life. I believe it.
And I know. Washing hands so much. So, for me, I'm cool. Live here with you all, Peace on the Street Radio. I'm also live broadcasting right now. So you all that is watching me live, I'm sitting at my dining room table. However, I am on Peace on the Street Radio. Tune in right now, 1800 AM. Am I saying that right?
Yes. They can go on to WOKBradio.com. And they can hear us live as well.
WOKBradio.com. I'm live. I'm sitting home, catching up with everybody on Peace on the Street. You all tune in.
Yes. And Jennifer Young Agency has been collaborating with us for almost the entire year. We're about to hit a new excursion.
Yes, we are.
Once all this passes through. Jennifer Young Agency, please tell us exactly what's going on in the community within entertainment. What do you got going on? Because we're going to continue doing this. It may stop for a little bit or slow down.
I am home. Yes, even though I'm home, every Wednesday I will be live on Peace on the Street for a few minutes just to catch up with you all and let you know what's going on at Jennifer Young Agency. Of course, the coronavirus got everybody down, so thanks everyone for tuning in and listening, but we're still continuing to strategize and help businesses grow and collaborate with you all and be a media outreach to everyone.
That's right. And so you have a stream, if I'm not mistaken, it's a Go Live or GoPro Live on Mondays where you stream live?
Yes. Every Monday we live from the desk just to talk about what's going on this week. And then every Wednesday I'll be on the radio show for 5 minutes, but my first Wednesdays are always still full in effect, lying down with Jennifer Young Agency.
Yeah.
So are you all tuned in and listening to WOKBradio.com, Peace on the Street?
Yeah.
And I was featured in IBA Success magazine for this month. I got a spread all by myself.
Yes, indeed. Without the team, because I know you work so hard to make sure the whole team is in.
Always.
But this time it was all about you.
It's usually always my team. To have me, I think this is probably the second.
Okay.
Only myself.
Me, Marla.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's an amazing issue.
So what's great is that everyone can read for free to subscribe. You want to go to IBA Success magazine.com and subscribe. Mimi, your feature is awesome. I can't wait. You know, we're in the development stage for the next edition that drops in April, and it is all on development.
Beautiful.
And I got a chance to barbecue at one of her events, and it was amazing.
Yes, it was. It's
I
such
had
a
such a great time.
always a great environment, and she always switches it up. And guys, just check
Always.
it out. The magazine is impressive. It's really great quality articles. You guys really got to go into it. It's one of the best magazines I've seen
It
here.
ain't no Rudy Poops.
It's truly not. Rudy Poops. And you know, Prince, I call them it's nincompoops.
Is it
There's no
nincompoops?
nincompoops in this.
We call her, what did I call her?
Rudy Poops.
Rudy Poops. Yeah, that's what they call her. I'm from Memphis. That's what they call her, Rudy Poops. That's what Mama said. Ooh, I don't want no Rudy Poops calling me.
How funny. Jennifer Young, how can we find your work?
JenniferYoung.com. If you are watching me live, I am live at WOKBradio.com. And then also you can find me all about me, JenniferYoungAgency.com or JenniferYoung.com. Like me on Facebook, Instagram, but listen to me every Wednesday, Peace on the Street Radio.
Yes.
Thank you, Jen. We appreciate you guys. And no Rudy Poops. Don't be calling our girl.
Not at all, guys. Tune in every Wednesday. We keep you informed, up to date with what's going on in our community with Jennifer Young Agency. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes,
Thank you,
thanks,
Jen.
guys, for calling me. Thanks, guys, for calling me. Hey, I'm going to continue listening to you, your smooth R&B. So continue playing those jams tonight for me.
They coming up now. Miss Angela, how are you?
Well, I'm trying to stay safe, and I hope everybody else is with this coronavirus pandemic.
Isn't that something, Miss Angela? And I didn't get to see her because of this pandemic. We had to postpone, or not me,
because
but
you all supposed to have been having something going on the 21st, right?
28th.
Is it 28th?
It's been postponed now to the September.
September the 19th, yeah.
Okay.
Which is a great thing. It's just postponed. We're still on our way out there. And
Nothing has changed but the date.
Yes.
Nothing has changed, just the date. And, you know, it's such a shame because today I just found out, and I happened to make her acquaintance at Miami Fashion Week. Celebrity, she was an acclaimed designer from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, yes.
Jenny Polanco, unfortunately, passed away today from coronavirus.
Wow. What?
I heard about this. Yeah, she was a well-known Dominican fashion
designer. Yeah. And what a lovely lady. As I said, I had the distinct pleasure of meeting her at the Miami Fashion Week in May. And, you know, but it was travel related because she had gone to Spain last month. And, you know, that's where another epicenter has been developing. And unfortunately, you know, she came down with it and had an underlying condition and just didn't survive it.
Oh, wow. That must have got her so fast.
The other sad news was that our Miss International World Haiti of 2017 is a nurse. And, of course, she was treating patients in the emergency room. And she came down with COVID-19, but at the same time came down with pneumonia and contacted SARS.
Wow.
Oh, God bless her. She's got a lot of battles all at once.
Wow.
Yeah, and just unfortunately, because a lot of other nurses and doctors didn't want to go near her because they had families, it was quite a struggle for her. She is home now.
Wow.
I mean,
Great.
But her lungs just filled up with fluid, and she thought at one point she wasn't even going to make it.
Oh, my goodness.
She had one nurse that really just came in and helped her. But unfortunately now, her baby's only a year old, and her baby tested positive for the coronavirus.
Wow, she's going.
What do they do with babies? They can't even express themselves. So what do they do with babies?
Give them the medicine, just like you do.
There's no medicine.
No, you take the same thing you take as a flu. They said take Tylenol, the same things you take as if you had pneumonia.
But it controls the fever, but doesn't control the lungs, like what's going on in their lungs. I heard a story real quick of a 53-year-old man that was expressing himself about how he felt. He says the worst feeling in the world, very healthy, active. He said that it feels like crystals are in your throat and closing in on you. Wow. And when you rest, it closes in on you. When you're tired and exhausted, you can't walk anymore, just tired, your body's aching, just can't do it. When you're resting, it closes up on you. That's the worst feeling when you're resting, to get some peace, to be like, just give up. Yeah. And it closes on you. They make you walk. Apparently, they're finding out that they're making you walk and making you move around and be mobile in order for that to close on you.
Right.
Well, and That's very true, because I've told a lot of people that, you know, I've been on a respirator twice in my life, and it's no fun. It's like having one foot in the grave and one foot somewhere.
Okay.
And you know, it's not a very pleasant thing. And you know, when I had my heart attack, and they had to go in and operate on me because your lungs and your heart are so close, I got water in my lungs, and that is a horrible feeling. When you cannot breathe, you can't take that second breath, and you're gasping for that air. And that ventilator it's not like just, you know, having regular oxygen. Okay, you know, if you have a surgery and they put oxygen on you, because we all know that anesthetic can suppress your breathing a little bit.
Yes, again.
But that's okay. But when you're on a respirator or a ventilator, that is forced breathing. I mean, your chest is just going in and out and in and out. And it's a horrible feeling. And I've had a lot of people, you know, call me up on this, and I said, look, if you're having a heart attack, you will know. But look at the senator that had the chest pains. He felt like he had a strap around his chest, thought he was having a heart attack, which he can be, went into the hospital, and he had coronavirus. And the thing with that is that if you go in the hospital and you have a normal heart attack, which isn't pleasant either, but if you've got a clogged artery, or they can take you up to surgery immediately, and they can stop it. They can do something, and the survival rate of that is very good. If this causes a heart attack and you don't have a clogged artery, well, they can't take you up to surgery, and it's almost hard to stop this. So I have been telling everybody, stay home.
Yes.
Take care of yourself. If you don't have to be out in the crowd, look, you may have to get gas in the car. You may have to go to the supermarket, but try to get in and out and just get home.
I know that's right. Hey, go home.
In and out and just get home. Miss Angela, you make sure you stay home. Stay away, Miss Angela. You know, yourself.
Yeah.
You know, definitely because of what you've been through. We love you, man. Make sure you stay safe as well. And quickly, Miss Angela, give us information on how we can find your work and how the ladies can join Miss International World and Miss Latina International. How can they join?
I'll let you know that, but I just want to give you two quick updates.
Yes.
That I would say Bahama Paradise Cruise Line, I think, has been absolutely amazing during this pandemic. They right now, and I do definitely want to get this word out, and we've been trying to get the governor on this, they right now will give their 2 ships for people that have to be hospitalized, that don't have this virus, that don't have to be in a hospital. Our ships are standing by right now with anybody could use it for medical supplies, food, and housing, just like they are doing in New York for people that are non-COVID-19 patients. So, and that's the reason why the pageant will always go with that cruise line, because they're just absolutely amazing. And also, we now have a hair and makeup team that will be joining us at the pageant. That's going to be Christina Marisol-Teen, who was with us for 100 Successful Women in Tampa. So Mimi will be able to get pampered.
Yes! I can't wait. I'm missing all of this, Miss Angela. I miss everybody. I feel so alone.
I know, me too. I mean, I can't wait for this to kind of die down so we can all get back together again. But finding me is always very easy. I'm on Instagram as Ms. International World, which is MS. On Facebook, you can get me onto my personal page, Angela Basilico, or Ms. International World, MS again, or Ms. Latina International, which is MS. So we're very... we're very lively on social media, so it's always easy to find us.
That's right, guys. Check out all the updates from Miss International World. Trust me, you want to see what's going on. There's so many great things. Thank you, Miss Angela, for being with us. Peace on the Streets family. Yes. And guys, just make sure you tune in and check out all of the updates on our page.
Thanks, Miss Angela.
Thank you, Miss
Angela. Guys, be safe.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Take care, guys.
Woo.
Peace on the streets, y'all. Let's see Reshell Smith. She's on. How you doing, financial planner?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. What you know about Barry White?
Listen, Barry is the baby maker.
Hey, I've heard.
Oh,
you know who's the baby maker in our generation?
For a lot of, let's see, those who are probably in their 40s right now, 40s, late 40s. Barry is a baby maker.
I believe it. And our generation, it was Keith Sweat. That is a baby maker.
The sweater, huh?
Yes, you can't.
Yeah,
you just want to hear him.
the sweater was something serious. We liked it some sweet Keith Sweat too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Keith Sweat probably made our babies.
Amazing. So we have Reshell Smith on the line. She's an MBA CFP transition money coach. And it's a financial education and consulting where she's going to express to us exactly what's going on and our whole, and basically everything financially that's going on in our system with the coronavirus. I know. Let us know, because the stock market is dropping.
Oh, man. What should we be doing? A lot of people are freaking out.
They are.
I mean, it's up and down, but then it did have one of the highest days ever, right?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It was a couple of days ago.
Let's hear this.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe that's a sign of us starting to kind of turn a curve, but I think a lot of the momentum is coming from this stimulus or relief package. I'm not sure what they're going to call it. There's some relief coming there. And what I wanted to do, because it's not, they claim they have a deal, but it's not etched in stone, so it hasn't been signed yet. But I wanted to just give our listeners a few of the main things or the key takeaways. There's a lot in there because it's a $2 trillion bill, trillion, like past billion. That's a lot of money. We are a very wealthy country.
Yes.
Believe that.
Jesus. So they're making money every day.
I didn't even know that was existed. Trillion.
Yeah, it's trillion.
Oh, yeah. So one of the things that people want to know is they keep talking about we're going to get a check. Just what does that mean? And so what's going to happen, it's not signed yet, but potentially what's going to happen is that taxpayers who are single and have an adjusted gross income under $75,000, you will get a check for $1,200. Now, if your adjusted gross income is over $75,000, then that $1,200 would be reduced. And I'm not sure how they're going to do the reduction, but you won't get the full $1,200. If you are a married couple, you could potentially get $2,400. The maximum income, adjusted gross income for a married couple is $150,000. So as a married couple, if you're under that $150,000, the expectation is that you will get $2,400. If you're over $150,000, again, that is going to be reduced depending on how far over $150,000 you are. And I'm not sure how they're going to do that reduction. In addition to the $1,200 or $2,400, you will receive $500 per child. Now, let me just give you one key word. It says the government will send direct payments to taxpayers. So if you have not worked, and I don't know which tax they're going to look at, if they're going to go to 2018, 2019, I don't know where they're going to look at that at. But I want to get a myth dispelled right now. There's a thing going around saying that if you do your census, you're going to get a check. That's not true.
What?
The census does not determine whether you get a check or not. The census wants to know who's in your house.
Correct.
They're not asking you specifically your income, and they can't verify that. So this is going to come from the IRS.
I get that, and thank you so much for clarifying that. Thank you so much. In regards to what you're saying with us receiving the money, is that automatic? Do we have to file for this?
So if you've been a taxpayer, trust me, the IRS knows what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Taxpayer.
They'll be getting the information from there. So when they said taxpayer, to me, that means IRS.
So some of the people that's listening, if you work at the trap house, man, you don't get no money.
Tax. You have to pay your taxes in order to receive.
Just want to be clear, man, because we got a
So
lot
basically,
of
this is a loan. Basically,
and
we got to pay the money back.
we have to pay it back. They're gonna take it from our taxes.
Yeah, the way that you're going to get it is when you file your taxes, you generally tell them you want a direct deposit into an account. And so it looks like they're going to do a direct deposit or it would get mailed to you. So it should be one of those two ways, some sort of direct deposit, or it would get mailed to you.
Just give me $200 worth of food stamps. I'm good. That's
Okay,
all.
so let's talk about food stamps,
That's
because that's another thing. Food stamps actually did get a bump, and I'm not going to say food stamps. I'm going to call it SNAP. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program got $15 billion, or supposedly will get $15 billion of that. And the reason is because they expect that more people will be looking to apply to be on the SNAP program. So SNAP actually gets $15 billion from the deal. Wow. That's the second part. The next part is for those of you who out there who are unemployed. If you are unemployed, what they have done is they've actually increased the unemployment benefit. So it could potentially be longer. So instead of the normal number of weeks, they are going to extend the weeks, and potentially your unemployment benefit could be more. Again, this is not written in stone, but this is what's potentially going to happen, the length of your payment and the amount. Now, it will also be extended to freelancers and gig workers, so Uber drivers and those type of people may also be eligible for unemployment.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get to the business side. If you have a small business,
yes, ma'am,
you will have the opportunity to go apply for an emergency loan. Here's the thing. They will work with community banks and banks, so you're not going to apply at, some place that doesn't sound right. It's going to be at community banks and regular banks. You will apply. They said that it should be a straightforward process. Here's the thing. That loan may or may not have to be repaid. You must retain your employees. So they want you to retain your employees. If they say they're going to give you this loan, you're not to go out and fire everybody. One of the stipulations is that they want you to retain your employees.
Oh, you can't go out there and get the big body Mercedes?
So you can't get the money and then fire everybody. Yeah, you just can't.
I can't go get the big boy Mercedes and I wait.
But good, it's keeping the purpose of the reason for the money.
There's more to it. The next time I'm on the show, I'll give you more, but that's small business. Now let's talk about the big people, the airlines and the hotels. They got billions.
What?
I shouldn't say they got. They are going to. There's going to be big bailouts for airlines, for hotels, as well as other industry-specific companies that were affected by
they hurting.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I want to clarify this, but I believe this was part of Elizabeth Warren doing this, but as I understand, there will be strong oversight. So they've created a board where if you are a big corporation, you come in and you want to get this loan, you got to tell them what you're going to do with it, where the money's going to go, yada, yada, yada. And there's an oversight board or committee that's going to make you accountable.
Nice.
That is great.
Good. Because a lot of times greed kicks in. A lot of them cats don't even be needing the money.
But that's the problem.
With Obama or bailout.
Right.
A lot of them cats were pulling up in limousine, Rolls Royces, 4-5 girlfriends, and all that. They go, hold on.
Now there's one thing that's going to really make us all feel good. There is a large amount that's going to go towards hospitals. So all those hospitals that are staggering or under the burden of the corona because they're working so hard, they are going to be able to apply to receive aid as well.
Wonderful.
And we love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes us feel good. The one thing is two more things. There is going to be a ban on businesses that are owned by the president, the vice president, members of Congress, and head of the Fed. They cannot receive loans through that corporate plan that I was talking about.
Nice.
Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to get anything because you always know there's something out there.
Oh, of course.
But they did put that in that they aren't going to receive loans from that corporate portion. Now, maybe some of the other portion, I'm not familiar with that portion yet, but under that corporate plan, they're not going to be able to receive funds. If this bill gets signed, the projection is that it would be done tonight. There is a holdup, And one of the holdups is there's about a handful of senators that do not like the unemployment benefit that I talked about, extending it and increasing it. There's about 5 senators who think that that's going to make people not want to go back to work, and it's an incentive for them to stay home.
And
now,
we should, as people, find out who those senators are, so we need to know who
go.
to vote for.
There's a list.
Yes.
I know Lindsey Graham is one, but the one that I wanted to say is Senator Rick Scott. He is one of that's on that list.
Of course.
So that
just saying.
Everybody
had hardships with him here.
He's one of them on the list. So we'll see if they sign tonight. As I understand, and I've been listening all the way up to the call, that's kind of what it is. Bernie Sanders is the one who's to say yay or nay, because he's kind of the the independent there. And if he's saying that if they don't get these unemployment benefits approval, he's going to walk back.
He's going to walk back.
So as
Bernie Sanders
I look at this, they giving everybody money. It looked like they win all the way around the board. What I'm saying is that's why the economy went back up, because they already know if they give everybody them $1,200 a check, guess what they're going to do? They're going spending. So guess what? The economy still rises, and now you're in debt with them. So they win. The government, to me, it looks like they win. Why not just give it to the people?
Now, we know that there's a possibility of one check. There may be 2. Again, I'm still digging deep into the weeds, and when they sign, the next time you all invite me back, I'll have more details on it. But that's the key takeaways right now. But if you are in businesses where you need funding, like marketing and all of those things, there's opportunity for you to get funding. So please, if you are looking to do that, get yourself right, get ready, and see how you can come out as stronger.
Is that something that you can help us with, Ms. Smith, in case people don't know what to do? Can you help us with trying to get us some money?
So I know who can help you with trying to get the funding. I can certainly get you there. With regards to the SNAP and when you get your $1,200, I can certainly help you there as well, because they want that to go back into the economy, pay down your debt, pay your bills, invest, whatever.
Don't buy no rims. Now ain't the time to buy no 16s and 22s.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I mean, why lose it all? And I wonder if you get caught in doing something like that, what happened? Is there repercussions?
I mean, once you get your $1,200, they want you to. We have 300 million people, right, in the United States.
Correct.
If let's imagine that kind of money floating around in the United States. Woo. That's again trillions of dollars that's going to be pumped into the economy. Not to mention, remember what I told you all the week before, that the Fed cut interest rates, so we got refinancing going on. So there are a lot of moving parts to this thing. They just want to look for ways to keep the economy afloat.
That's it.
Sounds like a plan. Reshell Smith, you're amazing. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Reshell Smith, a financial advisor.
How can we get in contact with you?
Contact me, 407-258-1062. Hey, the best thing to do is to go to my website. All the information is there. It's ReshellSmith.com, RESHELL Smith.com, and all my contact information is right there.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And we appreciate you, Ms. Smith, for keeping us updated, and we think it's very important that
absolutely,
every week until this is craziness over, that you update us with what's going on in the world today.
Absolutely, it's changing daily.
I would love to. Thank you all, and if you again invite me back, I will have more specifics for you.
Next Wednesday, Reshell Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
We appreciate you guys. We have sports talk coming up next, you guys, with Alexa. Welcome back, y'all, to Peace on the Streets. I mean, that's some of that jam right there, Mimi.
Oh, yeah.
A little pop.
And John B.
Yes, sir. And you guys, you know what? It is sports talk, where we get a chance to talk a little bit about the world of sports with our girl, Alexa.
Yes.
How you doing, Alexa?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We are doing wonderful. Thanks for being a part of Peace.
Hanging in there.
Sports, I'm telling you, no touching. So what's going on in the world of sports, girl?
Well, there's still not too much since the whole coronavirus, but The Summer Olympics are actually postponed now until 2021.
Ooh.
Yes, a big deal.
Yes, it is. First time ever, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is something not coronavirus related.
Okay.
In October of last year, California passed a law that pretty much forced the NCAA to change their rules. The law made it illegal for the NCAA to forbid student athletes from making money from their likeness, name, and image.
What?
And although the law doesn't go into effect until 2023, the NCAA rules probably won't be changed until next year.
Yeah.
But Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence and his girlfriend Marissa Mowry put the rules kind of to the test, and I think it was a little too soon. They started a GoFundMe page to help coronavirus victims, and the next day, this is what is being said, the NCAA shut the page down after it raised $2,670.
What?
But the NCAA later claimed that they didn't have anything to do with it, and a lot of people were really upset with the incident, and they kind of tweeted about it. One of the people said, "Can someone remind the NCAA compliance staffer who shut down Trevor Lawrence's GoFundMe page supporting COVID-19 relief nonprofits that Lawrence's name, image, likeness, and athleticism helped the NCAA earn $1 billion in revenue for its nonprofit."
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So because not getting a piece of the pie, perhaps?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Interesting.
And that's just a little bit of piece of the pie. That ain't even a slice. They getting $2,000.
Yeah.
And how much you say? $1 billion?
But what's the? I don't understand the reasoning for shutting down the page.
They don't want nobody to make no money.
Yeah, well, they're using his likeness and image, and his girlfriend also plays soccer, so they're using their likeness and names.
They can't
to
use their
promote
own
it.
image for anything to raise any sort
with
of
the law.
fundings?
Now they're going to be able to, but
Nice.
as of the rules with the NCAA right now, they're
Never
not
knew
allowed.
that.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
But because it kind of was such a big deal, they talked to Clemson about it, and they are allowing him to continue it.
Wow.
They made a
Beautiful.
statement saying, "We continue to work with member schools so they have the flexibility to ensure that student athletes and their communities impacted by this illness are supported."
Nice.
And we applaud Trevor for his
I
effort.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy. You know, I love to see things like that. And NCAA, take a chill pill, baby. Y'all gonna make
For
plenty
sure.
money. When all this
It's
thing
kind of a
come
turn off
back
to hear
around,
something like that.
Oh, man. Because it's all about the money. They don't want the little man to make anything. And like you
It's
said,
not even for him.
it's not even for him. And he said that
He doesn't
made
need it.
over $1 billion for the other.
Come on now,
you know.
it's common sense.
Yeah,
That's why it's a
man.
turn off to hear something like that.
Well, what you think about Tom Brady going over here to Tampa Bay?
I mean, I feel like everyone in Florida should be really excited.
Yes!
Yeah, that's
Yes.
huge.
I'm gonna go out there. I don't even like Boston because I'm from New York, but I will grab an autograph.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like Tom Brady.
I like players. I don't like the teams.
Me neither. That's how I am
Yeah.
too. I'm a player
I
type
give
of
respect to the
guy,
player itself, and
for
he
sure.
definitely gets the respect.
Yes, he
And
does.
not to mention he's a good-looking man.
Okay. Well, you know,
He's a great eye.
He's an ugly man to me.
He's
Yeah.
a good. Every time I see him, I'm like, But I'm definitely gonna go. I want to see him in
do
real life
well.
and get an autograph. I actually saw Derek Jeter before he retired on the Yankees.
Okay.
I saw his last game here in Florida, in Tampa.
Oh, light eyes.
The best ever. He went out in glory. Actually, in the Yankee Stadium, he went out in glory. Yeah, but it's a great experience to get to see these players up live, close and personal in Tampa.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
And so
any
we
of that
might
nature
even be at the Super
that
Bowl
much.
next year.
Oh,
so
Yeah, I mean,
I
Tampa hasn't
mean-
made a playoff since 2007, so
We need
yeah,
it.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Yeah, and then now he has receivers to throw to.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
when
he
he was in
does.
New England, he didn't have anybody but Edelman. So, so I'm glad. And then they saying that old crazy AD might go over there. Antonio whatever his name is.
Oh, wow.
He might
Interesting.
go over there with him. So, it's a lot going on in the world of sports.
So who's
You
our
know.
quarterback in Dallas?
We don't know yet. I
No
was
one
looking
yet.
for this up. I was looking it up, but they were saying they want. I thought they was gonna pay Zach, but I guess they didn't.
I guess they didn't. Jimmy
know.
Jones, can we do something about this? Can we please put some money in it? Can we invest in these guys? Because the Yankees, before Steinbrenner passed away, he spent so much money. He was the
Strawberry.
He was the most how do you want to say, owner that invested in his team ever
Right.
in the history of sports.
Yeah.
And when he passed away, I knew that
His
it was
son,
over.
but
I
knew
knew
his
it was
son
over.
and
They
his
don't want to
family-
invest as much as he does.
Oh no! And then
Nope.
guess what? I promise you, they cut Darryl Strawberry his allowance off because his daddy kept saving him. I don't know if you know the story about Darryl Strawberry. He kept getting on drugs, and then the owner kept saying, drugs, kept saying, and then the family was like, man, the hell with that Negro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They did, yeah.
Until he want to clean himself up.
But he knows what he was doing.
But now he's a better man, though.
Yes, God bless him.
I've seen him because he ain't got no bag up, What else you got for the world of sports, hon?
That's really all I had so far. There's not too much going on. I mean, just a lot of trades in the NFL.
Yes. So you guys keep it locked. The Peace on the Streets radio show.
Alexis.
We appreciate you, Alexis.
Yes, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. Welcome back, you guys. I mean, this time went by so fast.
So fast.
And I'm just starting to jam the Genuine.
That's it. Genuine, be singing.
We got 50 seconds, Mimi.
That's it, guys. You always know my spiel. The saddest thing is wasted talent. Don't waste the gift that God has given you. Go full force and don't let fear or intimidation stop you. It's hard right now, guys, but we love you. Don't forget, tune in every Wednesday, Peace on the Streets radio show, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, WOKB. We love you.
Yeah, and boning knees to you, too. Hey. All right, Mimi. All right, you guys. Listen to us next week, you guys. We're on from 9 to 11. The Quiet Storm with your boy, Prince of the South. And we got our girl, Alexa, in the building.
Oh, yeah, Alexis and Neo. Yes.
All right, anything you'd like to tell the people, Lex?
Well, stay safe out there. I hope everyone's washing their hands and just stay home.
That's it.
Keep your hands out your face.
That's
keep
right,
it like
guys.
a Peace on the Street.
We love you. Buenas noches.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the South.
And your girl, Mimi.
This is a heavy production.
Late night, feet up, round, still up, Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Street. Kicking it with Prince of the South and your girl Mimi. When they make it look way too easy. Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. So you gotta tune in. Wednesday night, 9 to 11. Get with the movement. Promise you and I regret it. With no hesitation. Yeah, grab your lady. Just turn to the station. WOKB 1680 AM. Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.